Welcome to First Chapter Fridays. I'm Miss Karen, the children's librarian at the Oakmont Carnegie Library. Today I'm in the Squirrel's Nest bookstore where we've got a wonderful array of some beautiful used books. We do have browsing appointments open, so hop onto our website at oakmontlibrary.org, or you can give us a call and set up an appointment to come down here and shop, which is fun. We get some wonderful donations, so there's some fantastic books for everybody down here. Today I'm focusing on the author Gordon Korman and his trilogies. He's got some amazing books, but these particular books, this book goes with our theme this week, the Island Trilogy. And check out these other trilogy books by Gordon Korman. He's got Dive, Kidnapped, and Everest, which are also fantastic reads. So in the Island series, Luke, JJ, Will, Lyssa, Charla, and Ian did not even want to be on the boat in the first place. They didn't want to be stuck at sea with a bunch of strangers. But when you're in the middle of the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean, there's no easy way out. And when a terrifying storm hits, it's all about survival. And here's the first book of the Island Trilogy, Book 1, Shipwreck. These are all adventure stories that are really fun. And I'm going to read the prologue, which isn't very long. For a heart-stopping moment, the bow of the Phoenix pointed straight up at the boiling black clouds of the storm. Then a wave broke in a cascade of spray, and the schooner was headed down, plummeting into the trough. Shakily, she righted herself and began the long climb up the next 30-footer. A streak of forked lightning silhouetted her against the white water. She was two-masted, small for a schooner. Her deck wasn't much longer than the tallest of the waves. Her sails were down and secured, and she moved under engine power, steered gamely into the oncoming seas. Suddenly, a flash of white, the mainsail began to rise. It was unthinkable. No vessel could survive such a storm-carrying sail. Pandemonium, angry shouts from the deck, a desperate run for the halyard. And then the brutal power of the storm filled the half-open sail with a violent wind. The ship spun around and heeled over, its twin masts dipping dangerously close to the punishing swells. The next wave took the Phoenix broadside. A torrent washed over the deck. There might have been a scream when the body hit the water, but the howling of the gale was all that could be heard. So, I think that should be enough to make you want to read this book. That was just the prologue. I didn't even get into chapter 1, but if you would like to find out what happens to these kids when they are shipwrecked on an island, check out the series, check out some of the other trilogies and some of the other fantastic books by Gordon Korman. Thank you for joining me for another episode of First Chapter Fridays, and I will see you next week.